Can those on Zoom hear me clearly? Okay, just a warning. I'm going to try and use the Zoom record function. So you might hear it speak to us in a moment. I think it does. Okay, I think it's recording. You know, as often happens, I get an idea for a talk, usually from someone else. I hear things and I decide to use them. But as often happens, I'm going to change it a little bit today. First of all, not turning away. Not turning away from our experience, whatever it is in this moment. And my experience in this moment includes the cars passing. It includes your expectations of my talk. It includes my own expectations of my talk. It includes those feelings in the body that are there all the time. This body is alive. It includes that. It includes the words that I'm speaking, and it includes the thoughts out of which those words flow. It's also the sound of children in the distance. It's the feel of my cushion. It's the coolness of the air. You see, don't turn away. Now, some of those things we don't have any problem with. Well, some of them we do have a problem with, and we tend to turn away, or to displace, or to ignore, or just to ruminate about it and about how awful it is. Or sometimes how nice it is. You know, as I was sitting this morning and the cars were passing, and then sometimes the cars would be silent and the birds would sing. And sometimes I thought, it'd be nice not to have the cars. And I thought it was interesting that it's much easier just to be present with the sounds of nature than with the sounds of mankind, the sounds of cars, machinery, activity. Now, why is that? See, in a way, our lives don't make any distinction between those things. Or we could say life doesn't make any distinction. And yet we make a distinction. Some things we prefer, some things we like, some things interrupt us, and some things are just acceptable. Allow the cars just to pass through you. Now, that sounds like a strange answer. Allow the cars just to pass through. Allow the birds just to pass through. Allow the children just to pass through. Allow the thoughts just to pass through. You see, not holding on, not adding on, just passing through. See? No distinction. Allow it to pass through without adding on. Now, you know, if we can just allow the sounds, our experiences, our thoughts to pass through, and I don't mean by that we kind of ignore them. Ignoring them is another form of turning away, but it's not engaging with them either. So I'm just a vehicle through which, or a conduit through which experience passes. Allow experience to be present and to pass through.